Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We've got some Super Bowler Smash in Legend League today, and yeah, it's going to be the first day of the new season, so you can start seeing my videos in the new playlist. Yeah, as always, the army link will be in the description. Just one small note, you guys may have noticed I'm using my second account for this one, so my equipment levels are not going to be the same, and you can already see that over here. So it's going to be slightly different, but we're going to still abuse the same weaknesses, and I'll be talking about it in the replays that I'll be showing you. So yeah, let's just get into the videos where I explain my thought process on how you can approach any base with super bowlers. Alright, first base over here, and it's already very toxic. I'm surprised I found like such difficult bases on the very first day itself. But yeah, here we are. We'll just talk about it, and you can already see like it's not going to be very easy to get a flame flinger on this base anywhere because of the expos which are there on the corners like this. So we are going to have to try to do something where we can maybe have like a warden walk combined with a flame flinger, and you guys can already probably see it, but this entire area is just such good value for a flame flinger. And I know it's away from the eagle artillery as such, but remember that we have healers and we have plenty of rages for us as well, so it's okay, we are going to take it down anyway. For anti-2 style bases, usually you need to approach the town hall itself directly with your smash, and one way or the other we're going to make it happen. So you can see over here I'm just starting the warden walk, kind of creating a bit of a funnel, and I just want him to go all the way until this expo over here. And yeah, you can already see how it is going to shape up, because I'm just going to abuse the flame flinger weakness that is there over here. And yeah, we're going to just have our smash come in over here, because now the flame flinger is going to handle this area, and that's about it. Like, that's all you really need to know, because the flame flinger is handling the left area. Make sure that your super bowlers are not going to be going in that area whatsoever. So you can see wonderful funnel that we're setting over here. We're just going to use the king and the yeti on the other side. I will admit I could have used my queen to funnel over here and used my king to join up over here, but it's just that this core is a very broad core, and it's just too much of space for my bowlers to cover, and especially considering there's going to be a high chance of the triple ice golem clan castle coming out. I just want my queen to go into the core over here, so that she can target the buildings that the bowlers will not directly target, and that should ease the pressure on my bowlers much easier. So I guess it's a small tip, just because this core is very broad, it's not like one diameter of a rage. I'm just trying to send my queen as well with my smash over here, and you can see I'm patiently waiting on my bowlers. I'm ensuring that they have nowhere to go except the town hall, and look at how I've even placed my jump. That doubles as a jump for my king as well, while also providing access into the core for my super bowlers over here. So yeah, king has done a good job of pulling the poison tower, I guess, for us in a way. And yeah, he's gonna die to that monolith, there's no doubt about it. So we're just gonna start the royal champion from the top to kind of ease the pressure, while continuing to create the funnel to ensure my bowlers try to stick in the core and go towards this area of the back end. Small things like that, right? They can just make it work. And you can already see like my queen is not going where my bowlers are, and I'm trying to take advantage exactly of this fact. Like, my bowlers all moved up over here, and my queen decided to venture down over here, and the fact that she has the frozen arrow is enough for her to get the value that I need from her in the core. And even if she dies over here, it's perfectly fine. I am completely fine with that. She has done exactly whatever is needed. Imagine if the royal champion had to go through this area with like all of these buildings over here still up. Those are some very heavy defenses, and the queen managed to take them out all by herself. So yeah, it came pretty close. It was a very tough base. It's a well spread base, to at least say the least, and those are your weakest base types for bowlers when there's not too much of damage in one area. So yeah, good base, but I guess the small difference of adding the queen in the core rather than using her to funnel out on the edge like I usually do on these base styles, that made the difference for us. So just try to identify those places where if the core is extremely broad, just consider sending your queen into the smash as well. It's fine, you should expect her to split off from your bowlers as a group, and she should get her own value. Just make sure you keep an eye on her, and manually use her ability if needed, because with the frozen arrow she has no health recovery and she can easily die through ability. So just keep an eye on her. It's a small tip I can give you. And yeah, that's our first triple. So we'll move on to the next one. I'll try to keep it all relatively good layouts for you guys, because first day, you know how it is. There's not necessarily going to be maxed out bases, but yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Second base layout over here, and it's actually very similar to a base style I've covered extensively previously, but notice some small differences. Usually on this kind of a base style, right, I believe it's like the royal champion is here and the queen is over here, and I believe these defenses are also very compactly packed together, which allows you to get good giant gauntlet value. But you can clearly see that in this case they are well spread, and it's not going to be possible for our king to be able to grab those entire compartments all by himself. Not only that, I believe in the original layout, because those enemy heroes are over here, right? I usually try to just get a sneaky flame flinger on the town hall, but you can already see that's not going to be possible in this case. There's two enemy heroes defending it, so we're in for a bit of a challenge. What we're going to instead do is once again just abuse the same weaknesses that are there on this base. Not the same weaknesses, but we're going to just talk about it really briefly. I already mentioned what it is that is the difference between this base and its original layout, so we're going to have to find a different way of tackling things. And honestly, the best way I can think of is sending our smash right into one rage tower, and then trying to just have most of its resources converge on the last rage tower. It's going to be a little bit tough, but it's just a risk that you have to take. Like, this is a well modified layout to say the least, and you can see once again this is what I'm doing. I'm doing the combination of the warden walk as well as the flame flinger over here, and my flame flinger is targeting all of this value, and that's good enough for me. Like, you can already see I'm just going to join the smash immediately because my warden has done his job. There's no reason for him to funnel any longer, and you'll notice a small change. I'm using my queen to funnel this time, and that's because if I just maybe drop like a skeleton spell or something over here, and if I just break this wall like this, right, she can actually go in and solo the town hall all by herself and even grab both of those enemy heroes for us. So you can see I've just popped the warden ability early. I'm going to be depending on the king's phoenix to help carry us through the second rage tower on the back end. So yeah, just a good job being done by a smash. I had to use the jump spell early because I was not confident that my wall bricks would break these things over here, these walls over here. And as I was saying, the queen is grabbing the town hall all by herself. Fantastic job she's done. Bowlers with that one last rage spell, they're gonna get some good bounces. Look at that. Those guys don't stop at all, man. Like, it's crazy. Those bowlers can easily bounce. Like, it's such a simple chain for us. And I guess this is just something you're gonna have to do when when your bases are just modified to such an extent that you can't really get like the best value with your own heroes. And yeah, you can see what we're doing over here. Queen is going to die out shortly over here, and our royal champion is just going to have to finish this ending. Those yeti mites from the flame flinger are going to help us out on this back end quite a bit. And yeah, our royal champion is going to be able to easily handle this. There's not many defenses left. It came quite close once again because it is a good layout. So it is what it is. That's our royal champion ability. Those last defenses should go down really shortly, and yeah, it's going to be a close one, but it's going to be a triple. Small weaknesses that we identified on this base and we took complete advantage of. One is that flame flinger weakness over here, and one is the fact that our queen with her frozen arrow can solo the town hall with two enemy heroes on them. So I guess it's just the style of approach, right? Because our smash over here is tanking all of the damage, so our queen is free. The only damage she will take is from the enemy heroes, and her frozen arrow makes it such that those guys don't even get a single hit on her. So very interesting way of handling the base, I would say. And of course, you feel free to replay this one. Just notice how I used my wall breakers to break those precise compartments. And also notice why I didn't use the wall breaker on this compartment over here. It was because I was afraid they would break these corners over here. Not all the buildings in these compartments were cleared, and so I was sure that my wall breakers, if I just dropped them over here, high chance that they would go and break these intersections rather than going deeper into the core for me. So always be safe. Just sacrifice your jump early if you need to. It's not worth it. If all of your boulders just walk like that, it's going to end up in a very low 2-star. So yeah, some small recovery tips added in there as well for you guys. And yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Long time since I've seen a diamond style base in this meta, especially especially a double poison one like this. But it is early in Legends, you can't really expect too much. So we're going to follow the same kind of workflow that we usually do. First, check if a flame flinger is possible on the area behind the town hall, especially on these deeper ones. And you can very clearly see it's not going to happen on this one. The ricochet cannon is literally touching the corner of the base, so we cannot get a flame flinger over there. The next option is to maybe flame flinger one of the scatter shots, and that is actually a very viable option over here. If we angle the flame flinger from maybe like over here or something, we can get an angle on the scatter shot that does not go towards the enemy queen, and we're going to actually end up doing the same thing with the warden on the opposite side. So the warden and the flame flinger each go for one scatter shot, just because of the fact that the flame flinger cannot grab the area behind the town hall, and that's just going to be a starting point. So you can see I've decided to use my warden on the queen scatter because the queen has a longer range and it's just more risk free, so as to say, for my flame flinger on the bottom. And you can see I've just sacrificed 2 balloons. I've started a Yeti early so as to go and tank this mortar well in advance. And yeah, those Yeti mites will also go and pull some Teslas for us in this area. So it all just works out really, really well. So the best tip I can give you in this point is just zoom out and like kind of sit and wait like this. It allows you to keep a good passive eye on both your flame flinger and your warden, like how I'm doing right now. But I guess I can show you guys that a little bit better during live attacks. So you can see over here, like warden is being targeted by the enemy queen. 1 freeze is all you need. Just time it well, and yeah, you can get by that very, very easily. So you can see as well over here, the mortar was well tanked. It will get just 1 shot off, which is perfectly fine because I just want the flame flinger to go ahead and grab that scatter shot, nothing more. And of course, we're going to be using our queen to funnel. King will go in with the smash. It's my favorite way of doing this on diamond bases. It's usually just that the damage in this area of the base, like the pointy tip area you could say of the diamond, is not too much. And it's all the more reason to use your queen. There's not too much damage, so why not just use her to set that brilliant funnel for your bowlers. And just look at this, everybody's gonna walk right in, at least most of them anyway, and that jump will give them access into the town hall, which you definitely need. So they're going to take most of the damage that is there a little bit deeper over here, and they're going to be moving on towards the town hall. And you can see, like, it's fine. I just let my king go to Phoenix ability. I'm going to be saving my warden ability for after the town hall drops, and that's going to help us a ton. So perfectly timed. Just 2 bowlers are over here right now, and that's enough, right? Like, look at them. Just go to work. They just cleared most of the town hall compartment. Now I'm fine with my bowlers getting sacrificed. The queen with the flame finger troops will handle this area, and of course my royal champion on her own will come over here. We have our warden safe and sound, and yeah, of course we also have those 5 healers. Very important detail, I guess, to mention to you guys. So that royal champion is not going to die very easily, at least, and you can already tell this base is just done. There's nothing that's going to stop us. Our queen still has her ability as well, but it's all too late. The base is already just demolished. It was a little slow moving. That's just because of the extent of the breadth of the base, you could say. But all you need to understand is you can chip away at the base piece by piece with your warden and your flame finger on bases like this, and take full advantage of using your queen to funnel on bases like this. She can set a funnel that's like this wide, and literally, like, this is the thin path that your bowlers can just follow through to the core like that. And you can see it works out really, really well if you get the timing down right. Feel free to watch the replay again for this specific attack, just to see the timing on when I decide to use my queen, king, small things like that, right? In case you're having trouble on bases like this. So yeah, that's our third triple, and I just went through all of my replays. I only have like 1 other good base from the first day, so we'll just quickly move on to that one and call it a wrap for this video. Alright, this is a base that's been done a million times on my channel, I believe, and I actually showcased this one very, very recently on my Champ 1 CWL recap video. But we're just going to go through it once again because I don't pull off the same recoveries that I did in the last one, and I'm going to show you that despite of differences in the way the attack is kind of executed, it is still incredibly powerful as long as most of your attack goes correctly. So you can see just what I'm doing. Like, I'm not going to explain it too deeply because I've already recently covered it. It's pretty much my latest Super Bowler related video. You can check it out in my playlist if you're more interested in extra details. So yeah, I'm just going to be queen charging the town hall on this one. That's because I don't want to be facing the sweepers over here while being stuck with the double ice golem, triple ice golem CC in this toxic core. And of course, this invis tower is just extremely well placed. It's going to be a hassle to get through if we try to approach anywhere from these sides of the base. So I guess that's an explanation in short as to why I'm going to queen charge the town hall. And yeah, notice one more thing over here. I decided to freeze first and then use the rage. I'm just going to pause the replay shortly to explain why. Some defenders keep skeleton traps over here, and what happens is if you decide to rage your queen first before you freeze, and your skeleton traps trigger, right, what you end up doing is you end up freezing the town hall, but your queen goes for the skeleton traps, and then you end up wasting the freeze that you placed, right, because now she's stuck on the skeleton traps, and by the time the town hall reawakens, it's just you're gonna have to burn another freeze to just get her through that invis tower. So always be ready with your freeze first and then your rage spell. Best tip I can give you on those town hall kills with the invis tower, it's just the best way you can handle those skeleton traps if there are any. If there's a skeleton trap, then good for you, you get to save on the freeze spell. And yeah, you can already see things are going horribly wrong over here. The flame flinger was targeted by this X-bow, it has popped early, and it's fine. Like, my king is he did the job of completing the funnel. You can see I'm giving him one wall breaker over here. What's important is that all of my bowlers are over here, safe and sound. Monolith is down, everybody is fine right now, so not much to worry about. Just be patient, just be a little patient. We still have 2 rage spells and we're gonna pop it right now, right as they're about to get into most of the damage. And I'm just following my bowlers to see how to place my rage spells like that. Just follow their pathing, don't betray them, and just use rages on them as best as possible to cover both your bowlers as well as your healers. And that's it, the base has already demolished in the 10 seconds I tried talking about it for. So all that's really left, just Royal Champion from the flank that is more weak because she will not lose health. Her fox will keep her pretty much alive very easily. It helps to get your cleanup moving very early as well. So just another tip to avoid those time fails on bases like these when things start going wrong like this. And yeah, now the Queen and the Royal Champion will work in tandem. And it's fine that the Royal Champion has to end on the heavier part over here because she has her ability, and besides, after she takes on all the defenses, she's going to go into cleanup right over here anyway. So starting her from the lighter area was a good call, I would say, on our part, so that we can get this cleanup moving very early. We don't really have much force left, you can already see that. And yeah, just perfectly timed the barbs with that headhunter, barbs, archers, whatever small helper troops we have to kill the enemy queen. Another trick that you can use, like literally just your barbarians and archers with one headhunter, right? That can save your Royal Champion. And yeah, that's our last triple, I guess, in this video. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. I am trying to move to a shorter format. Do let me know if you guys would still prefer those extreme deep dives where I also go into detail about things that you probably shouldn't do on a lot of bases. I would love to alternate between different formats if you guys find different ones helpful. So yeah, I guess that's just some feedback you can leave me in the comments. Nothing really else needed from you guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.